Welcome back to NGTV does Project M analysis featuring myself, Spencer Marcos. Matt, this time it's Peach versus
Project
Charizard.
M 3.5.
Yeah, Project M 3.5. This is done before 3.6 came out, and
we had known that.
we wouldn't have done these.
Yeah.
We would have done 3.6 ones. But we still feel like this is, this is good for overall play. Not enough change between Peach and Charizard to.
Well, I think Charizard got buffed.
Oh, but only a couple of things changed, but it was really major with his down B and the utility with that. And I actually don't remember what else was changed. I think that might have been maybe not everything is correct. In
The main reason is so that it's easier to look at overall.
Yeah, overall
shit
play.
That applies to every character.
Yeah, just in general how well we as people are doing. So
as you can see, I won 24 times and Spencer won 14 times.
that's just throughout the day, though. Don't even.
So you let that sink in.
We had multiple takes, and I just raged every time until we got a good one. No,
yeah,
but
so this is right after the Fox Roy shit show.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'm going Peach.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so proud. I love Charizard's new skin. It's amazing.
Yeah, I like his new skin.
I might go back to the skin a couple times too, but I think for a while I'll go with the new one. So I don't like this stage, and
I like it.
And they changed it in 3.6, but it's still. Which they changed the platforms to mushrooms.
Yeah.
But
honestly, couldn't remember what they were before.
Yeah, I remember because I think we were playing and I'm like, oh, they made the mushrooms look more like mushrooms. But here, I had a stint. If you look at some older videos, where I got really badly owned as Charizard versus Zelda on the stage a lot.
That's true.
So oh man.
So that was one of those times where you side B instead of doing anything useful.
Yeah, so I think we talked about this afterwards. I go through this thing where that was a good combo. It's a good combo. Where I'm just not down being effectively with Charizard. And
God, the Seismic Tox is so I hate it so much. It takes forever, and it does a lot of damage.
It does a lot of damage, which is the main reason why I was using it, but I probably should have used it a little bit less.
So I'm like, yeah, edge guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just went for another side B, which was really weird. And if I had just held the ledge, I would have gotten the kill.
Yeah, and there, I purposely dropped down below. That was purposeful that time. But there's a lot of moments where once you pick up exactly what I'm doing, the drop down below and all that, you're able to go out there and just completely take me apart. So
right there, that was just. I had turned to do the throw, and then I just turned and didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. But if I was facing the right way and had thrown, then it would have been easy.
Yeah. Here, my game at keeping you out there needs to be a little bit stronger, Yeah. Spacing for the aerials and stuff like that was kind of off, but then you were kind of playing in and out, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, because I knew they were coming. They always come.
Yeah.
So right there, I just use my invincibility.
Mm-hmm. You do a pretty good job that when I die and I try to come back and do something with my invincibility, it's less effective.
So right there, the platform really fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting to
land on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right there, I should have instead of doing that, the down air.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I should have.
And then I converted it into nothing.
Yeah.
I should have done a down smash or something. It might have interrupted. It might have done something. I don't know. Might not have, but it might have.
Yeah. So here I'm really getting nervous because anytime we're the same or similar in stocks, it's so easy for me to kind of lose focus.
I think you YOLO F smash a lot as Charizard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. In fact, earlier today I was noticing that I was doing that too often, and I was really trying to space out combos, ground combos.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would just F smash. I'm I don't want to be doing that. I want to.
Because it has a lot of lag.
It does have a lot of lag, and you were punishing it hard today. I feel really messed up my play.
I also feel like it hit me way too many times.
Well,
See, right here, I did this today when we did the showdown. Mm-hmm. I did this exact thing. I did the Peach, right? And I crouch because I'm going to do the down tilt. And I'm like, okay, he's going to run at me, and I'm going to down tilt, and it'll be great. And we take the first game. I don't remember that. But I was pretty salty.
Yeah.
So But I would just sit there, let you come and dash attack me, thinking that the down tilt will interrupt it or do something. And I mistimed it a bunch of times. It was just real bad.
I got you.
But I don't know. I think I do it more.
So here on this stage, it really messes up my wavelands a lot. And I was trying harder to do more wavelands as Charizard because as the heavier characters like Ganondorf and Charizard, I just never did because the timings were so much, like, it was less usable times. And I usually do pretty well on this map just because of the middle area as Charizard because of his up attack and his, like, the combos off of that usually. So I felt okay on this map. But, well, see there I'm actually doing the comeback a little bit better.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it previously that you've forgotten all about it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I started using it, yeah. That was an interesting way to go about that. And see, if I just waited, like, I tend to attack before thinking about it, as far as, like, spacing-wise. And I feel like that really affects the way you take certain situations. I tend to do things pretty predictably. Even down to, like, how high the jump is going to be before I attack and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, we laughed about that. Good times. You're like, I knew that was going to come down and mess up your throw or whatever.
Yeah.
You were hoping it was going to. Do you think that would have interrupted me enough to have me drop you?
I don't know. It saved me. You didn't have a follow-up because the turnip...
Yeah.
Well, it didn't save me.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I remember. I'm like, oh, I could have edge guarded that. Well, I didn't think you were coming back.
Yeah. See there, I'm going too hard, like, and I realized partway through that I'm making this mistake where I'm running forward and attacking a lot at your shields, still. So I tried to run forward and grab more often, and there's like I guess kind of a way you know, like, when you're going to be attacking versus shielding. And I was just trying to figure that out, I guess, because you always seem to know perfectly when to come up and just grab me. Bastard.
Yeah.
That slap dude is, like, devastating.
So I think right here I'm just baiting for throws, and I'm not getting any of them.
Yeah.
And it cost me a stock because I was like, I'll just dash around and get throws.
Because usually you dash around and get throws pretty, pretty well. Like that's, you can usually just throw me to death.
Well, especially now that I know that the slab can be chained into, like,
So many different things.
well, no, I'm talking about, like, I can chain throw the
Oh,
slab.
yeah, you can. At lower, and then you can keep going until it kills me.
I think it has to do with
Oh my god, I fucking caught that. I forgot about
user error more than anything else, but
that. For you?
no, for you.
Oh, because
I'm talking about
like,
doing the
not DIing out of it properly?
yeah.
Yeah. That fucking slap.
So good.
And the sound is perfect for it, too. Sound effect?
Mm-hmm.
Really, like, hard, just like, fuck your face.
So I noticed that you're tech. Well, you're not really teching, but you're rolling out of my down smash.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna try different things until something works. So I tried a bunch of different things. Like I just did the up smash, and then before I tried to do the short hop butt hit.
Yeah.
I've tried to do the short hop. Ooh, forward air, short hop nair.
That was weird. You're just trying different, like, alternates to just doing the down?
Yeah, just to get any kind of follow-up in case you tech it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't tech it, it's easy. Then I just down smash and get 2 or 3 hits off. And if you really badly tech it, then I can get all 5.
Yeah.
Or 5 or 6, however many it is.
So here this is another instance where I kind of, like...
You let me hit you when I have invincibility.
Yeah.
A lot.
I do that all the time. But even then, now since I'm the last stock, for some reason I allow it to affect me more, like, with my play than I should.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get kind of, like, nervous, and then I end up, like, playing really kind of I need to get to the middle of the stage kind of erratically, and then you just, you know, I killed myself there. Like, you know, I could have down B'd and gone over you. I could have done a lot, and feel like my own brain. And yeah, and you know, you did ledge guard well. You know, it's not like you didn't do anything, but I felt like I assisted too much in that.
Well, you're at 100-something%. There's not like a lot.
Well, even then at the beginning, like I was at 60% when you came.
See, like right there, I can usually tell if it's gonna be like.
Oh, and there's that.
And then this is when I'm like, oh my god, you can chain those. So I get punished pretty hard because I try to go back and refresh my jump or my glide.
Oh.
That way I can do more. But then you're like, oh.
How about not? See there, like I do that a lot.
See, I went back and refreshed it that time.
I let you. Yeah, I think you paused the game and went back to that later on, like after we were done recording. But
no, I have another one where I go
where you
back
did the
and
exact
pause,
same thing.
yeah.
That's right. I remember that now. But
so here I'm like, well, if I can go bait them down there and then I can just like down smash, and then you up air me and do all the other shit. I'm like, well, I'll just die if I keep doing that. So I retreated and tried to find a stitch.
I was trying to grab him here. I was like, oh, I should see if I can grab him at this, and I was not. Then I thought about getting close and doing it, and I decided, no, I'm just gonna light me up. But
yeah,
when I'm out there like that, I kept doing a thing where I would attack when I was on you, and your butt would just hit me every time. And what I should have been doing is just avoiding your butt altogether and going back to the stage. Just avoid it altogether. It's like a retard magnet. Who says? Oh yeah, Master's Black. Yeah, which it sounds really insensitive, but that's exactly what it is. It's to get the person to pay attention to that.
Well, you're just trying to bait them.
Yeah.
And to do different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it works a lot because if you're going out there to attack me, I feel like I should meet you. You know, and it's just not the case. I should focus on getting back to the stage because I'm trying to recover. You know, that was. I don't remember what I remember. We're both thinking like, what the hell happened there? You know, that was weird.
Well, no, it wasn't. It was. I mean, now that we looked at it, I air dodged, and then my air dodge ran out, and then you hit me.
Well, no, like what my character did, it went back and forth weirdly too. Like I did like a jump in the air, but then I changed directions, then I changed directions again, and then attacked you. And I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
Like I did like a whoosh, whoosh. It was weird.
And then I go with invincibility again.
Yeah, and you grabbed me. Like I let you grab me and just slap me off the stage, and like it basically heals me right here. So here I'm trying anything I can to kind of mix it up and like really just like scrap it out and just get and just like overwhelm you with like aggression.
That's a good turnip toss, man.
Yeah. I've been trying harder to actually like use it when I catch it. You know, 'cause a lot of times I just throw it down because I'm trying to do down attacks.
I don't know why I air dodged into you. Those like mind games. He'll never get this.
He'll never expect that. Oh, I thought I'd really like avoided you by way dashing back, and he's just like, I'm just gonna grab you, because I didn't turn into anything. I just like, oh shit, I totally like, wave dash back and what and wave dash forward.
See, then I misjudged the butt bump.
Mm-hmm. I use that a lot to like when you're in shield. Sometimes it's able to hit underneath the shield. So. Oh, I tried to do like a fast fall and then up air, up
and you just like fast fall flamethrower.
Yeah, fast fall flamethrower. I was so mad about that. I was like, no, I had like a an advantage. I was doing well, at least as far as stock advantage was going,
So this whole time, like those 3 up airs that you got, is just literally because I was like, I'm just gonna come down on him, which never ever works. And I think you get a kill. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't remember if you like pull it out and I just like end up like. Shit. Oh, this is so nervous because like I could die at any moment here. If you could grab me and slap me out like anything,
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember feeling like I can't, like sometimes. Yeah, I think you killed me out here.
Should not have up there. I should have just
you should have just like
slapped.
You see, I wasn't getting any kill moves. You know, I was finding it really hard to set you up for a kill move. Yeah, and then you got slapped and killed me. Yeah, I remember. I remember being
that
like,
was pretty crazy.
I couldn't set anything up. I was having a real hard time. And that was, you know, yet again my own mental mind game.
3, 2, 1, go!
There's a guy talking about the difference between neutral and then advantage and disadvantage and stuff like that when it comes to like the the neutral game and all that. And it helped me kind of like visualize it better as far as like the different stages of a fight.
See the easy punish on the forward smash?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. He was talking about how the neutral game happens multiple times in a game usually, and it's usually when either person doesn't have any clear advantage. So usually when you're both on the ground or you're separated and nobody is really having like any kind of combo, and then the person who has the advantage is usually the person who has sent the other person into the air, or the other person is having to recover against whatever they're doing, you know?
Yeah.
And thinking about that, now like mentally, just like I guess game philosophically, you really chased me across the whole stage like that. I was trying to get a down attack on you. Now I focus more instead of on just trying to kill you at every moment. If I'm recovering, I just try more just trying to bring it back to neutral, you know, and then reset kind of like our situation. Because if I can make you lose whatever momentum you have by just kind of disrupting it even a little bit, then I have a chance to then, you know, create my own situation versus just trying to fight against your momentum the whole time.
Yeah. See, again, I just float out of the way of the
yeah, because
forward air.
You knew exactly, and there I tried to compensate for it. I tried to jump up.
And then that's the second time you did that in this game.
Yeah, I was getting a little flustered, I think is what it was. But I tried to compensate by jumping again and then doing a tail hit on you. See that? How I jumped up like at the same level, but I didn't get the attack off. And there I was just being too aggressive and trying to kill you. I ended up getting the kill, but I almost got myself killed again at like 1%, you know?
Yeah.
Like I should have just slowed down a little bit more.
Fucking seismic toss.
And I really, at lower percents, I really shouldn't be doing the seismic toss every time. Like it should be like a down, or because, you know, anything that throws you as little as possible.
So where you can get some conversions.
Yeah, I can convert it into something. With that, that's better used at like 60% or higher. 60% if it's like at any kind of platform, because having Peach in the air is still good, because Charizard is really good at, you know, like the up attacks, but it's not at such a lower percent. You can just like get out of the way and just be fine, and it doesn't do anything useful. So here you're kind of out, like I guess gaming me at this moment. And I was fishing for just grabs quite a bit. That was a good turnip throw.
Yeah, it really set the tone.
Really set the tone. Shit.
Let's see.
I was just trying to get beneath you to get some kind of up attack or anything. I thought I could hit you with my tail there. I thought you were just in range.
See, there I went for the forward air. It's pretty unsafe.
So I tried to slow it down a bit because I realized I was getting a little flustered. And it paid off a little bit, but right here I didn't do anything useful with my down B. And I tried
just side beat.
Yeah, then I side beat. So like I was still like, I guess kind of shaky, trying to get my own kind of mental game state figured out. Those slaps, man.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna come down for a forward air. I was right. I know me so well.
So I thought that the side B would hit your turnip, and it doesn't. Your turnip goes right through it. And there I just up attacked a lot.
See right there, if I'd have just neutral aired instead of the forward air, I would have hit you.
Yeah.
See, there, right there. And then I air dodge into the thing.
Here I had a little glimmer of hope, but I was really afraid you were just going to immediately kill me. And I don't remember if you do or not. I feel like I kind of end up spacing myself to death. And I'm surprised you didn't get that grab.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I think I spaced myself to death. Yeah, and then I don't think you let me back on the stage. You're doing that in time with the music. I did like a side B. You see that? Like a down B into the stage, like down into it. Oh, and then I tried that same thing just before, and then I did an attack. So yeah, you brought that out 3-1. The first game I did really well, and then afterwards you, I guess, figured yourself out. I don't, you know. Any particular thoughts about that? Like your arc, because like I beat you the first game, right? And then
well, that any game going from Fox to any other character is
we didn't have like a warm up game in between.
Is a completely different mindset than.
Mm-hmm. Although I think going from Peach or Zelda to Fox hurts you more than going from Fox to them, because going from Peach to Zelda to Fox, you end up trying to do a bunch of alternate moves even. You know, it's not just the speed, it's like you're trying to do down Bs a lot, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, well, between Peach and Fox, it's not as hard, or it's not as difficult because the down B still does stuff.
Oh, but the side B,
but Zelda's, if you down B, then you're Sheik.
Yeah. And then if you side B as Fox after coming from Zelda, then you're doing the illusion.
The illusion, yeah.
And that's like, you know, that is not a good idea at all times.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean,
do you feel like you improved throughout or figured something out that prevented me from playing, or do you feel like I also kind of mentally like stopped doing things that worked? Like my
I feel like
down
it was
Bs
a little
really stopped
bit
being effective.
Of both. It seems like there's never a time in any of these games where you're using Charizard's full arsenal. You know what I mean? Like, first game, you didn't even remember about his float or his fly or whatever that is.
Yeah, the down B.
And then the last game, you hardly ever, like, side B. Like...
It's really hard to find, like, a situation of side B, but I see what you're saying.
And then you also... Like, earlier today, you were going for spikes on Charizard, and it seemed to work out fine.
Yeah,
but then you went for one spike the whole time.
Like, I tried it when you were on the stage a couple more times, but as far as spike situations, yeah, I didn't try it. There's one game today that was really cool that I spiked you. I don't remember who I was playing, but I spiked you. Like, I chased you down. It's something that you usually do that I hadn't done before. It was pretty cool.
And I mean, you can't really conventionally edge guard Peach. I can't just float over you.
Yeah.
But I mean, what you're doing, especially Peach on the Pokemon Stadium. I don't know which game that was. Number 2. It was really difficult trying to come back. It's always very difficult trying to come back if I'm blown way out there as Peach. Especially if I don't have a float.
Yeah.
And especially if I'm on Paracel. Like, the only up B, I can only up B, so that's very difficult.
So, like, are you talking mostly about just kind of using my aerials to hit you out like that? Mostly, the thing that I end up getting kills with most often against Peach would be just my forward smash.
You mean your forward air?
Well, my forward air, yeah, definitely. If I can combo...
Well, because I don't think you only hit me like 3 or 4 times with the forward smash this whole time.
That's true.
During this Peach thing. Today, you hit me with a lot more, I think, especially when I was playing Fox.
I don't know how I was able to get it out against Fox as often as I did, you know, because usually it's so slow, and you know, you did punish me for it quite a bit because it is so slow, and you punished me quite a bit in this for it, which is...
I think it's easier to punish with Peach.
Peach has so many different options.
Well, okay, when with the forward smash.
Yeah. Well, with anything that Charizard does that's slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has to be right next to you. I don't use the B very often, the flame, which I feel like is actually pretty good with taking out damage.
Well, you used it on Pokemon Stadium, right? You used it on Pokemon Stadium twice, I think.
Yeah,
and then in the first game, you didn't use it at all, and the third game, you didn't use it at all.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going off of Peach, but like, the only move that I don't consistently use, I believe, is her side B, which is bad.
Yeah.
It's hard to line that up. But I can't think. I use her back airs, forward airs, neutral air, her down airs. I don't really use her up airs because the way that I do aerials, if you hit up on the stick, then you float.
Oh.
So like I'll be jumping at you, and then like I'll hit the up to do an up air instead of like Z or the stick. I mean, and then I'll do. I'll like stop and then do like a float up air, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's not what we wanted to do. 'Cause usually you want to go into the person a little bit or something.
Yeah. But other than that, I feel like I use her whole arsenal.
I feel like
besides also her neutral B.
Yeah.
I don't use that either because it's like it's not as good. I guess it's
Yeah.
not as good as it is in Smash 4. It's definitely better than it is in Melee. Melee is fucking really useless.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and then even using the up B as like an offensive option.
Yeah, I
is
was
like-
doing that today.
Yeah. Usually that's not something that is used very often. With Charizard, I feel like
I feel like you have this problem with every character that you
Yeah.
play.
Usually I have
You
one or
don't
two
use
attacks.
their full kit
Yeah, I usually have
at
one or two
any one
attacks.
time. You like take parts of their kit,
I think I mentioned that last time too.
and then like it's like you use you use like all of your brain to do like certain shit, and especially if you forget that you have it.
well, we didn't play Project M at all this week leading up to that too either.
Yeah, no, but it's
Yeah.
like that. I think that is consistently like that. Like on your on days, you're using the whole kit,
Mm-hmm.
but those aren't as spread out, or they're more spread out than
Well, yeah,
regular days.
yeah, I understand. Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying before, where I seem to like focus on a couple of things, and then use only those couple of things, and very seldomly like use everything. And it's not that I don't use everything; I just don't use everything all like
in one match.
in one match. Yeah, which it's not to say that you should be like focusing on using everything in one match. You should use whatever works
Well,
in
I
the
feel like
situation.
the
But keeping them all in mind. And,
yeah,
and
exactly.
understanding like
Yeah.
that you have the option, and then trying the option is super useful. Like I rarely ever try to spike because of I generally don't feel with Peach it's hard to get above Peach usually when she's out like that. But also like I'm not as confident with doing it as an option. Usually my most confident option with Charizard is when Peach is up in the air to just jump up and forward air.
Yeah.
And I feel like spiking Peach would be very, very useful. I feel like if I could more consistently get above Peach and spiking, I could close out a lot more stocks way faster.
That's true. Well, until I caught on, of course.
Oh, God.
But
But then I should keep the other options open. You know, I should keep all of it in mind. I feel like I end up focusing too much on one or two things.
I feel like the main issues with specifically myself not using the whole kit is
Mhm.
just like, I don't know what it was, like being technical. You know what I mean?
Not being able to space it out well enough.
No,
like,
no,
consistently.
like Fox. Fox is a good example. I use all of Fox's shit, but not to the optimization that good people use Fox, right? So it's all like weird. Like you should short hop a lot and all that other stuff.
Yeah. You do a lot of running forward and grabbing and stuff. You like rushing a lot.
But yeah, you use the whole kit, and you're never gonna get better at anything unless you actually start doing it.
Yeah.
Which is why I went so hard on shine spiking, and why I went hard on the Peach float.
Yeah.
And then the Zelda fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and now they're just like a part of it.
Yeah.
They're built in, especially Zelda's fireballs. I was on point today.
The fireballs are way like different in 3.6 too compared to 3.5. I feel like that really helps it
They're
out.
really like they're easier.
It made it more versatile, more usable.
Yeah, they didn't change them like a ton, but I think it was definitely easier to continue to do combos from 3.6.
Well,
fireballs.
it was easier to use them in more than just like the two ways, the spacing and then the like direct attack. Like,
Well, I used them a lot to do combos as well on 3.5.
yeah, but I'm saying it just made it easier. It's like
Yeah, it was
it's
definitely
not just
easier.
you put it out there behind me and then you combo me into it. Now it's you put it out there behind me coming into it, and when it comes back, you can use it more times on the way back. You could just continue.
Or you
to
could
use
do that as well in 3.5. You could do that, but
not
I
as
just didn't
easily.
like. Well, yeah, it wasn't. Well, it is easy. It's the same button. But today I started to use that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew you could do it, but I was like, well, what is the point?
Yeah.
And then like, well, then I just started doing it, and it totally switched up.
Well,
like
you know
a lot
that,
of stuff.
and-
It really fucked up
and
like
what
one or two of your recoveries.
Yeah. What you're talking about with that is something that after I try, just try to do something more often, everything just becomes so much easier. And I feel like that it's that way with like any kind of like it's that way with playing guitar. It's that way with playing playing a game where you have to learn skills like these types of games. Where at first it's like,
I mean, look at the
I
wave
can't
dashing
do
that we did.
Yeah.
Wave dashing was so bad. And
like
now,
2 months ago. Yeah.
And now it's like we hardly ever do the shield at the end.
And like
And I thought for sure that was going to be like
a problem.
Yeah.
And then and then if you literally just, instead of thinking, man, that's too hard, I'm only going to do what I know, and instead you literally just try to do it a lot, just purposely throw it in there even if you're bad at it, and then eventually, like, if you just take if you literally just take time and just do it,
the mentality that I use when I'm doing like the stuff.
I mean, that's the whole reason why I got so much better at Samus so quickly, like initially in Melee, was after I watched a Hugs video on how to do his different stuff as Samus, and then I picked like two or three things and just tried to do those like a lot, and then I picked a couple more things, and then I actually paid attention to pro matches and what they did, and then I actually tried to do things that people in pro matches did. I feel like there's a lot of there's levels of knowledge that are required before you can like go to the next step, as far as, oh well, I'm gonna try to do wave dashes now. Well, first you have to know like what goes into a wave dash, And then I used to think of them as all so different, like wave dash and wave land and L canceling, when really they're all like part of the same thing. It's all basically the same thing. You can L cancel when you land, or you can wave land, and it's the same thing, Like you can use a move, you can L cancel it and then do something else right away, or you can use a move and then wave land, and it's the same thing as L canceling except for moving, And I never thought about it like that, and it makes everything just so much easier. But
it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I think about it, and it helped me out a ton.
Are you still not L canceling though?
No, but I'm wave landing, which is almost the exact same thing. It's just L canceling with a direction.
It's not that. Wave landing and L canceling are different.
Well, no. All I do is press R, and then I move down.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, let me explain to you though. But the L canceling is when you do a move like an aerial.
Yeah.
And then right before you land, you hit L, right, and that speeds up your animation.
Mm-hmm.
The wave landing is like a wave dash from a jump. They're they're totally
it's just an
different.
extended wave dash, in a way.
But it's more like a wave dash than it is like an L cancel. Because an L cancel,
I mean, I see what you're saying. In L cancel, you use
like that. Literally, that speeds up your animation.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it like you can't. Like I'm sure you could, but it's different because you can't like drill shine and then wave land after the drill. Like,
well, yeah. Also, it would make sense because you don't want to move. You want to be right there.
Well, you can't do it unless you're really high up.
What were you talking about?
I'm talking about if you drill, right, as Fox, like, you can't wave land that.
Have you tried inputting a direction while you L cancel?
Well, no, because you're like in the animation. L canceling speeds up the ending animation.
So you're saying
lets you do things.
You're saying
L canceling speeds up the animation.
Well, no, like
wave landing.
I understand
is
what you're saying. Like the difference
like a movement option. They're not the same.
Okay. Well, I guess I always used to think of them as so wildly different that learning one, as far as the fundamentals, felt so different in a way that I could learn one small part, but then not learn like wave landing after learning L canceling, when you could use a lot of the same similar kind of thought processes to get them to work. And I feel like that's something that helped me out This is, I guess, more so what it actually is. I guess they're not exactly the same. But all right, guys. Well, I know that we spent quite a bit just talking about stuff here, but thanks so much for watching. If you have any tips or any kind of suggestions down, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you want to see some more, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.